Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. So we're going to take care of Jaethal's quest. And again, I think there's two good options to this quest, or two options that'll lead to her good ending. Because I took one that I think isn't a, well, you know what, it's not important right now. Let's talk to Tanika. The woman seems incredibly old and haggard. It's hard to believe she can move at all, let alone reach such wild places. But her dark eyes burn with a cold flame. Why do you disturb a poor pilgrim? I live, perhaps, my final days. She suddenly trails off, upon casting her eyes upon Jaethal. Has Urgathoa heard my pleas? I have been waiting for so long. Jaethal does not seem pleased. She looks upon the old woman's pale and wrinkled face, barely concealing her disgust. You may call me Jaethal. You guessed correctly. We serve the same goddess. In case you are unaware, a servant of Pharasma is chasing you. We could help you, but first I would know who you are and how you might prove yourself useful. The woman nods lifelessly. I'm not surprised. The servants of Pharasma have chased me for nearly 40 years. My name is Tanika. What do you want to know? Who are you? What do you want from us? This cannot be explained in one breath. Long ago, I was a powerful priestess of Urgathoa, the leader of a secret coven. I had everything. Power, beauty, wealth, admirers ready to sacrifice their lives for me. I possess the secret of Urgathoa's ritual, which grants the power to overcome death and old age. It demands the lifeblood of relatives as a payment. But what of that? I had given birth to 2 adorable daughters, and raised them in anticipation of the day where their youth and beauty would become mine. But I was naive and overconfident in my power. I met an enemy who destroyed me and all my hopes of a second youth. Though why would you care about the grief of a dying old woman? I still know the secret of the ritual, and I can share it with you, O beautiful Jaethal. The ritual will grant you immense power. You can even become a living being again, if that is your wish. All I ask in return is that you prolong my life. Raise me as undead. The other roads to eternity are closed to me, and I do not wish to die. This offer sounds tempting. What do you say, Don Victus? Oh, wait. Tell me more about what happened to you. Tanika takes a deep breath. My ritual. It demands the victim be properly prepared. Some time ago, I took my daughters to the Coven's underground hall and lulled them into a magical sleep that was to last many months. However, I did not consider that the father of one of the girls, also an adept of Urgathoa, would put the life of his child above his passion for me, and all that we believed in and lived for. The fool secretly went to beg for help, and where? The Temple of Pharasma, no less. The Lady of Graves is not highly revered in our country. Only 2 old priestesses lived at her temple. But when they learned that a secret coven of Urgathoa operated in the city, they called their inquisitor for help. I remember him clearly. So young, so proud. A half-elf of rare beauty. Thick brown hair, and a gaze that burned with the certainty that he was his goddess's favorite weapon. He broke into the hall while I was preparing the ritual. We fought. The Coven of Urgathoa against the Pharasma's Inquisitor and his 2 companions. Everyone died that evening, except the 2 of us. But no matter how self-confident the young Inquisitor was, he could not defeat me. I remember the moment he realized it. I read it on his face when he lost his confidence for the first time. But then, he rushed to my daughters, still lying in slumber, and killed both in an instant. Then he turned to me and said, "No way out." And that was that. Were his mocking words a curse, or just a guess? I do not know, but they bore the fruit of truth. No way out. My coven died, and my secrets were revealed. I had to flee, to hide from the Pharasmites in the backwoods, down the rat hole, denying myself my usual luxuries. Without my daughters, I could no longer prolong my life in youth. Year after year, I tried in vain to conceive a child. Year passed after year in desperate attempts, flights and hardship. My beauty and strength melted away, and I became a miserable, exhausted old woman. Jaethal's gift is now my only hope of escape from death. What an ominous story. It could make for a thrilling book, but no. I don't like those types of characters or finales. You want Jaethal to kill you and raise you as undead, and in return you offer her the secret of a ritual. I do not think killing me is necessary. Only the pathetic remnants of my former strength support my body. I need only loosen my grip, and my end will come swiftly. Yes, in exchange I offer a priceless secret. It can be used in many ways, to grant new powers, or even a new life. And what are you doing in the Valley of the Dead? I came here, sensing the awakening of an ancient and powerful undead creature, hoping, perhaps, that I could somehow scoop up a handful of his incredible power, turn myself undead, and slip away from death. But it seems that I'm too late. Tanika whispers and lowers her head. And what do you know about Jaethal? Why are you seeking her help? How could I not recognize the one chosen by the goddess? Her power in you shines like the full moon on a black velvet sky. I know that she can do many things, including sharing her gift with others. Well, Jaethal, I've made a decision. I'm listening. Despite her detached composure, the undead elf looks at you with tension in her eyes. She lowers her voice to a whisper. We might accept this offer, then change the agreement after I possess the secret of the ritual. Knowledge is knowledge. Agree and receive the secret. Then I will decide if we should use it or not. See, this is what I chose last time, as well. Tanika looks at you with insane hope in her eyes. Then, with a trembling hand, she pulls a large scroll from somewhere under the rocks and hands it to Jaethal. I almost did not expect. I yearn to know that I have endless years ahead, instead of an imminent end. Give me this chance, sister, and be blessed by our goddess. Tanika's eyes slowly fade, as her life force leaves her decrepit body. A moment later, the woman falls heavily to the ground, dead. Jaethal looks at the corpse with disgust. Now I propose we leave this carrion to the ravens. This pathetic, weak, ugly creature was unworthy of Urgathoa, and even more unworthy of her gift of unlife. Lies and pride. That's all you are and all you will ever be, Jaethal. Don't think yourself anymore. Yeah, this woman was a monster in life, and she'll be even worse as an undead. It may seem cruel, but in my opinion, we shouldn't revive her. I mean, this would be the case here. No, keep her dead. I'm relieved that we can always find common language, Don Victus. Let's move on. I'm impatient to study this ritual and hunt down the half-blood. I don't think we have to hunt him down. The false merchant Ennio walks towards you with an easy gait. His calm friendliness has disappeared, like a mask fallen from his face. His clothes are decorated with the easily distinguishable symbol of Pharasma. I hope you've settled all your affairs with the poor old exile. It was an interesting show to watch. Alright, time to explain yourself, Ennio. I don't have much to add, beyond what I'm sure you already know. I'm the Inquisitor of Pharasma, and for almost 40 years I've hunted the undead and cultists of Urgathoa, for the glory of the Lady of Graves. I destroyed Tanika's coven, I tracked Jaethal into the wasteland and killed her, only to find that her hideous deity returned her to life. To put an end to that, I made use of a company of naive young elves from a camp near the Thorn River. What a stunning frankness. Jaethal smiles lightly, almost affectionately. Did you imagine, Half-Blood, those youngsters could handle me and the king? Don't be so naive, Inquisitor. I held no hope that the young elves would kill either you or your defender. No, I wanted you, rather, to kill them. And I did all I could to inform their relatives in Kyonin of the horrible violence you perpetrated. Retribution will follow sooner or later. One lonely warrior of Pharasma may fail, but 3 elven clans will find a way to exact their revenge. There's no way out, Jaethal. Not for you. So you deliberately sent the elves to their deaths. They weren't undead. What grudge did you hold with them? They were a necessary tool to complete my mission. In my youth, I thought the best decision was a bold, honest battle against apostates and monsters. But I learned much from my struggle against Tanika. There's nothing worse than seeing an abomination rise before you, and being powerless to strike it down. One must use any method available. And why did you kill Tanika's daughters? They were necessary for her disgusting ritual, and their death was my only chance to prevent it. Do not forget who I serve. Their honest deaths and their soul's journey to Pharasma's judgment was a far better fate than their mother had prepared for them. Did you track down Jaethal right after her expulsion from Keonan? Immediately after the trial. I was born in Keonan and often visited. It is uncommon for high society ladies to perform ritual murders for the glory of the Dark Goddess, so the news quickly reached my native Greengold, and soon came to me. When later, the elf sentenced her to exile, rather than the usual life imprisonment, well, how could I stay away? Well, that's all well and good, but why do you come here now? I wanted to talk to you, King. My hunt for Jaethal is the greatest work of my life. She is a living example of the hideous essence of the cult of Urgathoa, the distortion of the world order, and the triumph of the evil intentions of her vile deity. Even if I die today, the story will end the way I intended, but you can still change your role in it, Don Victus. You've been playing games for too long, Zealot. Aneo allows himself to smile for the first time. I've heard this so many times, even among the priests of Pharasma. There are many who think my faith is insane, and my methods cruel and excessive, but that is the fate of the Inquisitor. Loneliness. Jaethal's been dead for a long time. A dead heart and a dead soul. Let Pharasma's Inquisitor commit his judgment. The world will sigh with relief. What use is a dead horse in a harness? Let's be rid of her. First she lost her position and respect, then she lost her life. Who needs a servant like her? Yeah, lawful neutral. Jaethal has served me well. I cannot allow you to kill her. Everything will proceed as I have planned, with or without me. Alright, and that's it for that. We'll go back to the capital and talk to Jaethal about that. I don't know, it's odd that two of my companions were asking me to let her die. I mean, Ekendio I understand. Also, with Ekendio and Jaethal continuously bickering, I don't understand why it's another companion and Jaethal who have a conflict at the end of the game. I really feel like it should have been Ekendio and Jaethal. So are they completely opposites? Because what is she? She's neutral evil.
Adventures can wait.
We don't have a chaotic evil, do we? Is not chaotic evil? Honestly, I would say that Knock is a chaotic good, but yeah, he's considered chaotic evil. But he definitely acts good or at most neutral. He's not. I don't think he's an inherently evil character because he wants to be a hero, so I don't think he's chaotic evil. Jaethal greets you with a nod. Speak. Now, regarding this story with Tanika and Enio. She impressed me. What exactly would you like to discuss? Did you study the scroll? What can you tell me about the ritual? You'll have to know what I learned. It offers great power, a chance for a new life. To put it simply, it's a way to transfer your soul into a blood relative's body. It's not so bad if you think about it. You could choose that red-haired cousin or the niece with the sweet dimples on her cheeks. Jaethal grins, making it clear that she was joking. Probably. But all my kin are in Keonan, and it's forbidden for me to go there. And even if I did, I don't know if Urgathoa would be angry with my decision to regain a living body. I suggest we stop talking about the ritual. It's pointless. And what can you tell me about Enio? I must admit, the half-blood surprised me. Man, I'm getting all the words wrong. I can say he deserves respect. It's strange, isn't it? One might instead say that he lived in prison house built of dogma and died serving it. But he was something I cannot yet fully be, an inquisitor with a purpose, someone who sees no barrier in the service of their faith. I'd come to think that the infinite search for new sensations and pleasures was the essence of life, but perhaps this is not enough. Yeah, well. Yeah, Ennio had a goal, and he moved towards it with fascinating tenacity. He deserves our respect. I'm trying to imagine, what would my life be like if I had a goal as decisive and inspiring as that? So many new thoughts, so many disturbing notions. At one time, my fear of losing my sense of novelty led me to kill. What will come next? It's impossible to predict. I'm a little split about that decision. Like, I understand having a goal and working towards it, but you shouldn't give everything else up on the side. You should never become a zealot or fanatic. Because there's always more to life than, you know, a singular goal, singular purpose. Alright, so I think we're all caught up on the quests I needed to take care of. Oh yeah, we need to talk to Erlene. Jaethal's quest is a little weird. I have a hard time with some of her decisions. Some of them are really easy. Like, it's like, hey, yeah, you should, you know, not be evil. That's pretty easy. I'm wondering if I'm still going to get a good ending, because I've made one decision differently. But I think this one was the same. Where I didn't resurrect Tanika after the fact, but I let her learn about the ritual.
Adventures can wait. I'm there.
Erlene looks at you with hesitation and almost fear. Greetings, Your Highness. You've come to fetch your order, right? So here's the thing. I sent the gemstones to my partner, as we agreed. Now it turns out it's not enough. He wants something else from the Stolen Lands. You see, magic artifact gatherers need extremely rare ingredients at times, such as unicorn's horn. These animals are rare. They don't come along very often, and many people consider killing them for their horns to be pretty bad, because of their intelligence. You're not someone to be stopped by petty superstition, are you? Why don't you do it yourself? I'm afraid I'm not much of a hunter, Your Highness. It'd skewer me on its horn in a flash. You're our best shot. Yeah, very well, Erlene. I'll do it. Where can I find the unicorn? Erlene rubs her hands. It's so nice doing business with you, Your Highness. Regarding the unicorn's whereabouts, try tracking it down in the Gnar Marches. I hear it's been seen there. Well, here's the unicorn's horn. Hope your partner can be trusted to carry out his part of the deal. Erlene regards the unicorn's horn with admiration. Oh my, I never hoped to hold such a rarity in my hands. Thank you, Your Highness. I'm sure we can make it this time. I'll keep you abreast of our progress. So I didn't have to kill a unicorn for that, I just found it. So I don't like how I had to go neutral or evil to kill a unicorn.
I do what I must.
Because I think, didn't we just find it like a crate or a chest or something? That wasn't... We have to kill one. Alright, who needs it the most? Let's get a rank up. He's at plus 13. Plus 11. Plus 19. Alright, let's go ahead and do the Grand Diplomat. He is the lowest. Whoa, evil pranksters. What's going on here? Forgot about the bald hilltop. Alright, we're gonna load an autosave. I don't want to, I forgot about the Bald Hilltop. Have I talked to her about the thing? Oh, let's go see if I talked to Erlene yet. This time through. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can say this. Never mind. I won't track down and hunt a unicorn, but I'll bring you a unicorn horn if I ever come across one. Erlene smiles sadly. Just as you say, Your Highness. We look to have a long wait before us, I think. Well, you know what? Screw you. There you go. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go deal with the Bald Hilltop. Is it actually up? I think I have to wait a day. Which we can get to the Bald Hilltop and camp out, I guess. Not a big deal.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
Alright, so it's probably gonna be the -4 to everything, right? I put him on there. He has a special interaction with it. Okay, that should be taken care of, no problem. We'll take care of the threat at the Bald Hilltop. And since it's being covered by somebody, it shouldn't pop up as a problem until it's been resolved.
Adventures can wait.
So we can't rest here.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Just in case it doesn't let us rest. So if we can rest, then us using these spells won't matter anyway. We can use them after the fact.
You have my Arcanum.
Alright, awesome. It's going to let us rest.
Have you ever thought about writing down the teachings of Grotus? If it's all so wise, why not share it with others?
What can be written on paper is not the truth, but only the ashes falling from it. Anyone destined to understand Grotus's wisdom will not learn it from a book.
Well, no, I don't think that's fair, because some people learn through reading. Alright, good. We
Your
can
eyes open.
I wrote it like I saw it.
recast all of our stuff.
Just letting the ink dry.
Sorry, was lost.
Anything is possible.
Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi.
Open to your orders.
Lisana Danya.
Alright, let's initiate combat.
Let's make this quick.
I grant you death.
Ekondios should excel here since he has the ancient hunt quiver.
Night wasted.
I'm writing you out of store.
My masterpiece!
Alright, nothing to it. Speed composite longbow +2. Uh-oh. What was he affected by? Is it Oh, it's not gonna show me, that's lame.
This will hurt!
So headband of mental perfection +6 is the same as the crown. But who would it be best on? Probably Lindsay. She has that, which is really good as well. I might just give it to Harem. Then give the +4 to Jaethal. There we go. So that should be okay.
I'm there.
Alright, back to Tuskdale. Which should be Conqueror's Keep, which is referenced in dialogue, but not on the map, which I'm not a fan of. Okay. Dragon Scale Plate, thank you for the gift. I think that's the one that gives you acid resistance. I think that's the second time she's given me Vein Finder. It should be a dagger, right? No, rapier. The Dragon Scale Plate. Yeah, 30 acid resistance. It's a lot of acid resistance, but I don't think that I need it. Alright, so we should be good. For a bit, we can go ahead and can't claim Glenabon right now. Screw it, I'll just get maxed out the Counselor. +4 to military, 1 economy, 1 relations. +4 stability. +4 relations, 1 arcane, and 1 stability. +5 to divine. +5 to economy. Alright, a lot of good stuff. Counselor wants to talk. I don't know if I want to put him on this or not. Let's look at the curses. She's still working on that one. Alright. We don't have any major events. Let's put him on this. She'll work on herself. Someone wants to talk in the throne room, right? Is there any other projects? We'll talk to the counselor, then we'll probably claim Glenabon. That might allow us to create a city. I forgot what the requirement was for cities. Don Victus, your subjects grow countless like a swarm of locusts. They require food, and there is not enough cropland. Hunger brings them to you. They seek your permission to plow an ancient oak grove. It is said that the wealthy use this forest for entertainment, hunting for sport. They won't like it if you take away their toy. But the earth must bear fruit, not serve as a playground. But I know better than to chop down old trees or give them as playthings for the idle. Grant this territory to me and my pack. My wards long for a place of their own, where they can escape persecution, and your pack may take all the rest. The children of the Mashju will keep away from your other lands, and leave them to be safe for your pack. Take the oak grove. It is my gift for you. Sana's smile is predatory. I can hear happy laughter. It's my goddess. We shall drink blood to our heart's content. We shall glut ourselves in celebration. We will produce beautiful monsters under that canopy of trees. We shall leave to your subjects all the game and farmland around the area. Thank you, Don Victus. You won't be sorry. Okay, well there you go. I just allowed them to have an area for their dark rituals. I'm sure that it won't come back and bite me in the butt. Okay, the goldsmith's face shines. Your Highness, please accept this humble gift as a token of my deep affection, respect, and whatever else the rules tell me I'm supposed to say. I very much hope you like it. I worked hard on it. Remind me, who are you and what are you working on? Mem Wobblegander, the best jeweler of Restov, and your own kingdom too. My rings and amulets are the best you can imagine. Not only do they grant their wearers extraordinary powers, they're also exceptionally beautiful. Right now, I'm seeking inspiration for a true masterpiece. A ring that'll bring its wearer luck in every deed, increases accuracy, and protect him from curses. Alright, trust your inspiration. Oh, as long as I'm here, I had this brilliant idea. It's going to be something really special. Unique. Perhaps the best thing I've ever done. Mem brushes a forelock from her face. It's only... I can't say what it's going to be exactly. But I know how to figure it out. But to do this, I need you to grant me 3 wishes. One is already fulfilled. There are 2 more to go. Please visit me in my workshop and I'll tell you more. Okay, so we'll teleport over to her real quick and deal with that. +1 to loyalty. Okay, so we're in good shape. Let's go talk to Mem Wobblegander real quick.
I do what I must.
Especially since it doesn't require any time. I can just teleport over there. She was in Silvershire, I believe. Yep. Mem blinks vacantly. Oh, it's you, Your Highness. It's good to see you. What can I do for you? You mentioned I could grant you 3 wishes to help you create your masterpiece. Ah yes, that's very true. You've granted my first wish. As to the second, they say that ink is the blood of science. In that case, alcohol is the blood of creation. The girl gives you a provocative look. I don't mean the ordinary tavern booze. I need something delicate, rare, like berry wine from Keonan, or even, oh lord, elven absinthe. She slaps her head, freezes for a second, and starts speaking faster and faster, and waving her hands in excitement. Why, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Elves. They're so close to nature. To be one with nature, that's the unity I'm looking for. Bring me a bottle, if you please. Of either. It will fill my restless creative spirit. Just 1 gulp, and I will pierce the abyss of existence with a stare. Sink down into the bottom of my soul, and finally comprehend what the hell I've been trying to drag from it, into the world. I don't get how an alcoholic beverage can help you find inspiration. In that case, you know nothing about the work of an artist, Your Highness. But no matter. Everyone has their own calling. Shake the bottle. Look what I've got. The girl has an eager gleam in her eyes. Oh, I've been waiting for so long. Thank you so much, Don Victus. Your Highness. I have to admit, I have no idea what my 3rd wish should be. I'll tell you as soon as I come up with something. Now, if you'll excuse me, Art can't wait. So obviously that's a bunch of hogwash because she doesn't know what her 3rd wish is. She just wants a 3rd wish. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the capital. In the next episode, we'll try to claim we'll try to claim Glenabon. We'll continue to try and upgrade our capital before something else happens. I feel like we're running out of time to do all these upgrades. I have a lot of upgrades waiting for me, but I think after the next chapter, there's another large gap. There's a commotion in a village by Lake Silverstep. An artisan you know has gone missing, Mim Wobblegander. A local shepherd saw her walking with a backpack toward Talon Peak, but didn't ask her where she was going. I think you should look for her. It's been a few days. She might have gotten herself into a messy situation. I wish I knew what or where. So I think she's actually at Talon Peak. We'll deal with that, I guess, next episode. Ugh. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to teleport close to Talon Peak, and then in the next episode we'll go find Mim, just so the artisan quest is done. So Talon Peak is right there. Do I have anything close? Varnhold would probably be the closest. Right, so that would be 1 day and 5 hours if I went... Yeah. Can I click on the town that I want to go to? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Alright, gonna call it here. Next episode we'll head towards Talon Peak, see if we can't find Mim, Wobblegander, and then we'll continue trying to upgrade our kingdom. I'll probably also claim a couple of things while we're over here. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.